对于是我们 sphere。
The levels, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Good evening, I am Juan Key and welcome to my world. Thumbs up and share. Thank you so much, Miss Views. Thank you. I won't keep you long, but you know we do this every single night. Every single night we do this. Today we have somebody seeking advice. Okay, Miss View, this is a friendship gone sour, okay? Friendships tested, because I'm gonna get into the text, but in short, the cliff notes. She got flaked on an international trip. International. Who flakes out on an international trip last minute? Who? Let's go ahead and get into the text. It goes like this. My friend flaked last minute. I need advice on what to do. Hey everyone, I'm in a brutal spot and need some advice. My friend and I spent months planning a trip to Japan for this August. Literally everything was mapped out except for actually hitting the pay button. Right at the checkout screen, lips, teeth, tip of the tongue. Take two. Wonky Pro to the take two. Okay, all right. What camera do I look at? Okay, microphone. Okay, here we go. Take two. My friend and I spent months planning a trip to Japan this August. Literally everything was mapped out except for actually hitting the pay button. Right at the checkout screen, my friend oh my goodness, Miss View, it's a tongue twister up in here. My friend flaked out entirely and backed the fuck down, Naris. Oh, I'm gonna get this. Juanky Pro to the stage. Okay, I'm here. Where do I look? What's my camera? Am I on my light? Okay. My friend and I spent months planning a trip to Japan this August. Literally everything was mapped out except for actually hitting the pay button. Right at the checkout screen, my friend flaked out entirely and backed out. Now I'm stuck trying to decide if I should still go solo. If I do go, I'd want to scrap the old plans and build a completely new itinerary tailored just to the stuff I want to do. I am 18 years old. And I have literally never flown alone before, let alone been to another country. I get stressed pretty easily, and the thought of navigating airport layovers, dealing with potential canceled flights, and the huge language barrier is honestly terrifying to me right now. I'm also pretty sure my parents are going to lose their mind at the idea of me going halfway across the world by myself, though I haven't officially pitched it to them yet. Has anyone else done their first solo trip / flight internationally at 18? Is Japan really all that beginner friendly? Need help deciding if I still try to go or not. Would really appreciate to hear what you guys what you guys that have experience with this sort of thing. Okay. Listen, I am a realist. And if this was an audition, next I would not get the job. But I did the best that I could, given that my contacts are off, Miss Viewers Review. And then it was a tongue twister. Sally saw seashells at the Jersey Shore shelling, and she saw them pushed too in the back. Sally was doing everything. Okay. Okay, somebody says, when I was 23 years old, my friend and I planned a 5-week trip to Europe. She met a guy and bailed a week before we were due to leave. I went anyway. I am 63 years old this month, and I think about that trip all the time. Life-changing. Please go. It isn't the comfortable or easy choice, but you will respect yourself for making it happen. Miss View says Sally is a tired asshole. Okay, now I'm gonna read what somebody else says, and then I'm gonna give this young woman her piece of advice from a world traveler such as myself, a jet setter, if you will, Miss View. Although I can't jet set no more, Miss View, because I get tired. I used to be able to hop on the flight. I talk about this all the time. I will leave Friday mornings. I will go to the office, do a couple of hours, take some calls if I needed to at the Delta Sky Lounge in JFK. Right, board a plane and go to Texas or go as far as LA, Las Vegas, party it all up over the weekend. Friday night, literally, I will be walking from the airport into a pickup with friends or whatever. Didn't even go to the hotel yet, Miss View. Go straight to the party. I will be partied out because I said to myself, well, I will sleep in the plane. We got a 6-7 hour flight. And then I will be back in the office at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Relax, hair combed. I send you back LA sent you back the next day. Well, yes, that part, that Rodeo Drive sent me back the very next day. Yes, Miss View, you know that story. But I also went to Vegas. I went to San Francisco. I went to Fresno. It was Rodeo Drive it was not very good looking over there. But I say all this to say, and then on Monday I will be refreshed. I will be showered. My hair will be combed. All right. You would have never thought that I literally had just hours of sleep versus like a weekend of sleep. So, they saw competition in you, fancy New York. So let me read one more of the suggestions, and then I'm going to give this young woman her piece of advice. Somebody says, similar story. My friend met a guy and bailed on a trip we were planning. I was so angry and determined to go alone. To cut a long story short, going on the trip was one of the best decisions ever, as I now have some very dear friends abroad and have built a connection with their country and visit regularly. They are like family to me. Really. And it wouldn't have come about if I wasn't alone. That being said, I think Japan is quite a big step for someone with little travel experience. I'd advise them to consider joining a small group tour, even if only for the first part of the trip, or maybe even trying a short solo trip elsewhere, maybe somewhere without the language barrier, just to get a taste of solo travel. This person hit it right in the head, in the nail for me. I personally don't think that an 18-year-old, and there's just levels to this, right? Because, it was later on in my traveling life that I started realizing, okay, wherever I go, Miss View, and I've gone a lot of places, I always have to make sure that the place is what? Gay friendly. No, not because I'm going to come out of the flight waving the flag, and feathers are gonna fall as soon as and glitter and sparkle is gonna fly out every time I walk across the room. But because I personally wouldn't want to support the economies of the tourism of places that have these sodomy laws. They try to tell you what to put in your anus and stuff, or who to put in your anus. Keyword yours. You know what I'm saying? Mine. Like it's with me for the rest of my life. So I wouldn't want to support those type of economies. You know what I'm saying? So I was always making sure that it's a gay friendly over there, or do they have any, even if like when I was traveling by myself or whatever, right? Then, later on in life, certainly when I got with my husband, the Incredible Hulk, then a new piece came into play, Miss View. Is it safe to go there for us black people? Okay. And when I travel with Incredible Hulk, I don't really fear my safety, because Incredible Hulk will protect me, and nobody's gonna try no shit, Miss View. But non-melanated people, they go everywhere. They go everywhere. They just go everywhere. And unfortunately, that's not the same for everybody else. So now I have to make sure that it's a place that black people can go, and that it's also gay friendly. So it's true. And by default, that has eliminated a whole bunch of places that before I was like, oh, I would think I would like to, it just eliminated. So I'm assuming this girl is not from the melanation kind, but I also think that even though they feel like they can go everywhere and anywhere, 18-year-old female going to Japan by herself, I would really advise against it. Absolutely. Heck, a 18-year-old female traveling 90% of the world by herself, I will actually caution. And they never been out like that before. I will certainly caution against that. I think that this child needs to first take a solo trip in the United States of America by herself, and see what that's like. Go to the other coast, go to the other, go to the south, the north, the central, whatever. Go away for a couple of days and get into the planning of it all and the traveling of it all. Get on an airport, get on a flight, all of that. Do all of that here in America where you're safe. Then, Miss View, I would suggest the young lady goes somewhere in the Caribbean. Go somewhere into one of the beautiful islands that are out there. Grand Cayman, even Dominican Republic. I will even do an all-inclusive in Dominican Republic, Grand Cayman, Bahamas, the ABCs, Aruba, Barbados, St. Croix, even Canada. Oh, even Canada. Yeah, if you want to go up for the, in the cold, Canada, somewhere, like, stay in this hemisphere. Stay in this hemisphere. Let me tell you, I'm somebody who's, I would like to think I'm well-traveled on this side of the earth, of the planet. But even with my ventures and, me being able to do certain things and being street smart and whatever, I never decided, like, I didn't take the jump across the pond to go to England or anything on the other side until I was with my husband, the Incredible Hulk. Because it's just, and I'm a male. Street smart male. Street smart male. Street smart male. God, this mouth today. Whew, you would have thought Hulk wore the fuck out. It's one of them days, Miss View. I had to do a lot of talking today at the office, and a lot of, oh my God, the dumb questions just get over and over and over. I digress. But I really do think it's a big step. I don't think she should be traveling to no damn Japan by herself. She don't know the language. She had never been out by herself. You are trying to like run before you can crawl. Stay on this side. Do something that if there's an emergency, you're only a few hours away. There's multiple flights that will be going there. The tongue is in tonguing. The tongue is in tonguing. That's right. My husband beat it up. So let me stop. But yeah, and I understand you don't want to see the world, but slowly build yourself up to it. If you can get all the quirks and kinks out locally here on this side, by the time you're ready to plan an expensive trip, because a Japan trip, Miss View, it ain't cheap. That is expensive. One way or another, it's going to be expensive. One way or another. And then when you're traveling by yourself, if you want to be safe, you got to have extra padding. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have extra monies and extra things. You don't want to go over there and stay at no damn hostel with a whole bunch of strangers. You want to stay in a safe, reputable, preferably like a 5-star hotel that it's clean, it's safe. You're not gonna disappear. They're not gonna disappear you. It's not a motel hotel. Like you want a chain, like a Hilton or like a reputable thing. And it's just a lot of planning. I think she should cancel this Japan trip, and I think she should just go somewhere locally. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much to see on this side of the earth. Like there's so much to see. And then you can slowly work your way up to a trip such as Japan. That's like, the flight alone, and then you're over there, and then you jet lag, and then the language, and you got to find your way through the subway system. It's a lot. It's a lot. And she sounds like she's from the Midwest. She doesn't even sound like she's from like a urban city or metropolis or something like that. She sounds like she's from the farm somewhere. Like the two girls, when we were at the Virgin Voyagers cruise last month, Miss View, we went to Gombe, and we sat with a bunch of other people. But out of that group, there were two white girls, one from Montana. They were from Montana. And, like she has a farm. They just put up a light, what is it? A traffic light like 2 weeks before, Miss View, in the whole town. That's the first traffic light that they've ever had. Like really out. And but so what did they do? They went on a trip right here in the Caribbean. And they were really amazed. They were really surprised. They were surprised at how much other languages were being spoken on the boat. And in Miami, they said they never seen this many people speak Spanish. Like they were culture shock. And this was still in this. Imagine going all the way to Japan, where you already are going to be jet lagged. So you're not going to be operating with your full brain. At least for a couple of days, you're going to be jacked up. When I got off that Virgin Atlantic upper class cabin flight, and mind you, I went to sleep because, I lay down on the plane. My seat didn't recline, Miss View. My seat turned into a whole bed. Hello, Love Blake. Complete with a partition. I could close and not see the people around me and the whole nine. So I went to sleep. But when I got off that flight, in my body, it was like 2 or 3 a.m. And over there, it was like 7 a.m. And I felt crazy. So my husband and I walked sashay our way into the Revivals Lounge. That's like a departure lounge, but only coming back, Miss View. And in the Revivals Lounge, in the Revivals Lounge, Miss View, they had the showers, and I went and I got me a nasty piece of shower. Ooh, the pressure in that shower was sickening. And I still felt crazy. Naris 21, I still felt crazy. We felt crazy for the first 2 days. And that's only a couple of hours of a difference. Could you imagine when it's like a whole day of a difference? That girl is going to be jacked the fuck up. And now it's all on her. She has to get from point A to point B. She has to, like, her body, her internal clock. And she's an 18-year-old female traveling by herself. Stop trying to run before you can crawl. Stop trying to act grown, girl. That would be a beautiful trip for you and your boyfriend when you get one. Or your girlfriend. We never know. Sisters, that's sister. Naris, what you know about the sistering sisters, that's sister? You know, that's when they put a leg over the other leg, and it's also a whole thing. It's a whole thing, Naris 21. I can send you some visual aids on how they do it and stuff like that. But Miss View says, do y'all get sick at all? Miss View, I'm assuming you're talking about the Virgin Voyages boat and not the Virgin, what is it? Virgin Airlines? Yeah, flight. Miss View, I was joking around. I was floating. Miss View, I was lit half the motherfucking time. I could not tell you if I was moving because the boat was moving or because I was moving because I was on my 10th glass of champagne at that moment. We did not get sick. Definitely did not get nauseous. The stabilizers on those boats are amazing. I do remember back in the day when Carnival was that girl and I was doing Carnival because I was a college student. I did get seasick a little bit when I lay down, especially when I would come back from dinner, drinks, and partying at the club. And after I took my shower and I would lay down on the bed, I was really feeling it. I was really feeling it at times. Did I throw up? I never had the throw up or anything. But Miss View, I do not believe that you're going to feel anything at all. I don't. The only thing that might make you a little woozy or a little ooh is when you're walking, and if you're walking in the opposite direction of the boat, if you happen to look out the glass, because they have glass all over, and you see the waves, and the waves are going the opposite way, and you're going the other way, and at the same time you're having a glass of something, that might make you want to like, oh, don't look outside, because it kind of fucks with your eyes for a little bit, because your body's going one way, the waves are going the other way, and you're also lit from whatever you're drinking. So, but other than that, I can tell you maybe 2 times where I felt the boat moving. One of the times, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I think both of the times I felt it, I was in the bathroom. I was one time I was in the vanity sink, and I think I was brushing my teeth or something, and I felt it. And I looked at the glass, and I just felt like, okay, the boat moved a little bit. But definitely I felt it when I was in the shower for whatever reason. Don't know why. I will feel it when I was in the shower. It wasn't like, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, I need to go get me adrenaline or whatever. We didn't need none of that. As a matter of fact, Miss View, it was one of the best sleeps I have gotten in some time. Yes. I was going to get some motion sickness. You should. If you want to bring some, they also are going to have some in the infirmary. I'm pretty sure they're free. I think I saw a thing where you just grab them, like little tabs or whatever. If you want, Miss View, go on. Well, I don't want to say them. Go online. They have these like little wristbands that you could it's just a wristband. You put it and you put it and forget it. Or they have ones that you can, it's like a little sticker that you put behind your ear. The problem with those is that when you go on the beach, if you get, and you get your ears wet or whatever, or go on the water, that probably is going to come off. That's why I like the one that's just it's like a little bracelet that you put around on your wrist. And that's supposed to be releasing shit or whatever. So bring some in case. We didn't bring any. We didn't need it. Nobody in Treasure's party that we knew of had any motion sickness or anything. Like I said, the ship is pretty stable. Also, you're gonna be in the Caribbean, that area that loop that they do. I don't remember it being like crazy or anything like that. It wasn't like, there's not that like currents crack like the Pacific with the Atlantic are meeting, and then there's like a whole none of that. It was pretty decent. So you're gonna love it. I cannot wait to see your videos. I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy it. Anyway, so for this young lady, I think you should cancel your Japan trip. I think you should go ahead and do something. If you're so gun-ho on being outside of the United States, go to the Caribbean. There's so many beautiful Caribbean islands. Nothing is gonna beat the beach and the sand and the turquoise of of like a Grand Cayman, Bahamas, Aruba. Aruba's at the top of the list, by the way. And Aruba, ladies and gentlemen, is outside of the hurricane belt, which means Aruba does not get hurricanes. And Aruba, you can go to Aruba any time of the year. Every single day there will be good weather in Aruba. It's part desert, so if it rains, it's only going to rain just a little bit, and then boom, it's going to be sunny, bright and sunny. A beach day every single day. And if you don't believe that it is a desert, you will see the cactus. They literally, that's one of the plants that they grow out there freely, the cactus. So Aruba is at the top of my list in terms of the beach, followed by the Bahamas. All right. I want to thank everybody who came through. We do this every night. Every night we do this. I'm not going to even lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's just what? Wednesday, Wednesday. I am already beat. I am tired. I'm looking forward to just going down now and sleeping. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you, Ms. V, for coming through, for the thumbs up. Naris21, did you hit that like? Please hit that like button. Thank you. Naris21, love Blake, my husband, the Incredible Hulk, and everybody who comes through afterwards and supports. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.